Hey, it's Mark Linear with your video thought for the day. So yesterday, I had a trip that I had to make to Austin. I had to meet with a bunch of people there, and the building that I needed, they kept flip-flopping the address on me. They'd say it's on 15th Street. No, it's on 14th. It's 300. No, it's 209. No, it's and so I'm going one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Then finally they get me the right address, but I felt like I was just wandering and I had no clue where to go. Fortunately, I'd gotten there early enough to where I could wander around without any clear direction of where to go, without being late to the meeting. I made the meeting and all is good. But in the back of my brain was this passage that I had been reading before I had left for Austin early in the morning. And it's the very last verse in Hosea. Now, Hosea is one of the prophets in the Old Testament that was prophesying in the 700s. And he prophesies a lot of judgment, but he also prophesies that God is bringing judgment to effectuate his will, which is ultimately the good for people and good for his people. And so at the end of this story, to Yogi Berra, it ain't over till it's over. I think it was a 73 Mets when he said that, by the way, and they came from like last place and did pretty well. Anyway, in the theme of it ain't over till it's over, God's going to bring about goodness through all of the judgment that was coming to Israel. And so the whole book ends with the 14th chapter, the 9th verse. And this is what's going on in my brain as I'm wandering around the streets of Austin, Texas, trying to find where I need to be. It's a passage that says, "Whoever is wise, let him understand these things. Whoever's discerning, let him know them. For the ways of the Lord are right, and the upright walk in them." And all I kept thinking, the ways of the Lord are right, and the upright walk in them. Well, I can't figure out the right way to go. I'm at a total loss. I can't figure out, the ways of the Lord may be right, but my ways, certainly as I was looking around Austin for where I needed to be, were not right. And of course, the weirdness of my brain jumps to how that's almost a metaphor or a parable for our life. When I'm trying to find my own way in this world, it is so easy for me to get lost. It is so easy for me to go to the wrong building. And heavens, I not only went to the wrong building yesterday morning, but I said to them, "Am I in the right building?" They said, "No, it's either that one or it's that one," and gave me two different directions to go. When I'm on my own, it is so easy to be adrift at sea, to be lost. My ways are not always the best or the right ways, but the ways of the Lord are right. They're not right 90% of the time. They're not right 50% of the time. They are right, period. And so if I'm upright, Hosea says, I'll walk in them. But if not, if I'm a transgressor, I'm just going to stumble through. The very ways that are right, that should help me walk in them, they'll trip me up and I'll stumble. I thought, wow, this is a good instruction. So I'm sure as I'm wandering around the streets of wherever, my brain probably needs to be on where I'm going and what I'm going to do when I get there. And it generally is, but not this time. And so I offer this to you as a video thought for the day, figuring that maybe you can be thinking today about the ways of the Lord are right, and the upright walk in them. It's your video thought for today.